This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce on News Talk 1380, the Antelope Valley and North LA County source for your news now. I'm Chris Spiker. Happy Saturday. And my final guest for the show from St. Andrew's in the Desert Anglican Church. I always want to say angel, but it's about the same. Father, Vicar, Reverend David Brown. Welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
And this, by the way, we're recording on Saturday.
Yes.
And this is Sunday is Easter.
Sunday is Easter.
So I'm amazed you could get out. It's kind of like your season.
It is a very busy week. By the time this is played, we will have had services on Thursday and Friday, and also Stations of the Cross on Friday. And we will be just about ready. I'm not sure what the time is, but Saturday night is our great service of the Easter Vigil at 8 o'clock.
Well, it's 12 noon here in the high desert, so someone listening can come to the service tonight.
Plenty of time to get ready.
But we're also recording, and so we'll do contact information and all about what you do and who you are, so people can find us in Discovery.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you have any videos of the church up yet on the great internet?
No, we're working on that.
Okay. Well,
it's a work in progress. We hope to have that soon.
Well, here's one from the Lancaster Chamber as a gift for being members of the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce.
Well, we very much appreciate that. I hope people will look us up.
Positive. So where is your church?
We have just moved. We have moved into the Adventist School, which is 45002 Fern, on just north of the boulevard, not too far from City Hall.
That's a great location.
It is. We're very happy to be there. Sort of in the heart of what's going on.
It is in the heart of what's going on. And the heart is a very appropriate description. Yes. So what all goes on at St. Andrew's?
Well, quite a few things go on. Not all there at the church. We are at various other places too. But we have services Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. We also have A4D meetings, group meetings, prayer meetings on Monday evenings at some people's home. We have soup suppers during Lent, which is just ending, on Wednesdays, and also during Advent on Wednesdays. And we do a lot of different things.
Who goes to the soup suppers? Parishioners or homeless or?
Mostly parishioners, but anybody is welcome, and it's always delicious soup.
The door is open, and that's how you meet new friends.
Yes.
You joined the Chamber of Commerce. That's kind of, not every church joins the Chamber. It's kind of a business organization, but you joined as a way to meet people?
A way to meet people and a way to make ourselves known. The church is not a business. We have a different bottom line, but we are an organization, a nonprofit organization, and we want to be part of the community. And I think the Chamber is one way to do that, a very good way.
It is a good way. And me, as kind of a welcomer, I see you come in and I go, well, these are new people and they need to be welcomed and they need to be brought in. You don't need a job to keep you coming back. You just, you got enough jobs. About the busiest job in the world, I think, is being the pastor or the teacher, the person in charge of the flock. You only work one day a week.
Well,
no?
Not exactly. No, I keep busy pretty much most of the week.
I was kidding, because everybody wants your time.
Yes,
yeah.
Somewhat, and I try to be available to people, and I get involved in different things. I go to the Veterans Home once a week and do a Bible study there, and I visit a group home, elderly people, not sort of housebound. Mm-hmm. Not bedbound, but housebound, and I visit them once a week, and sort of try and get out, know the people, and spread the gospel, and try and be helpful.
So, how long has this church been in the Antelope Valley?
It has been here about 7 years, I believe, 7, 8 years. So we're a fairly new church. We're the only church in the Anglican Church of North America that is in the valley. So we just moved out of a person's house. We were sort of a house church for a while, and we're growing. We needed some more room, and we hope to continue to grow. But we're a very close-knit group, a group that likes to pray for one another and for other people as well, and to be involved in things. We're involved in helping out with an organization known as CareNet that helps ladies that find themselves in unplanned pregnancies. We do a lot of things like that.
There are a lot of home churches and storefront churches, not your traditional expensive building churches.
Yeah, well, one of the things Jesus said was talking about new wineskins for new wine, meaning, you need to learn to do things in new ways. And we're in a very changing world. World changes faster all the time. Sort of makes you dizzy at times, but you need to find new ways to do things.
And it's not really despair. My pastor says that we're in a cutting edge world. We're kind of on the cutting edge of change.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an important part of the community. Faith-based.
Yes.
Government says, well, now the faith-based can be involved, and we have these sorts of solutions. What can we do in the Antelope Valley to make this a better place to live?
Well,
kind of a big question.
First of all, we can just care for one another. We can all get involved in different ways, in churches and different organizations, and find ways to help people. And secondly, or perhaps firstly, we just need to care about one another. And that's where it all starts. You need to have the heart to care for people. That's really what it comes down to in the end, is the problems is that people just don't have love in their hearts. But of course, that's just a starting point. Then you've got to get out and do things and be part of organizations that help spread that love and that helps address people's needs.
Well, you're the counselor. People ask you. They ask you all the time. So getting out, and when you help others, then it develops some love in your heart. You have some understanding. And when you're serving, I took a bag of food into to Grace Resources, and they took the bag. They said, "Sit down and have a meal." I didn't want to do that, I just wanted to drop the stuff and get out of there. And then you start talking to the people across from you at the table, and it was an eye opener. These ministries that help people, with the best of intentions, it's just it's a wonderful part of the community.
Yeah.
It's too bad there's a need, but maybe there's just a need for more love and understanding.
Well, there will always be a need. I mean, there will always be people in this world that need help. A lot of poor people, but even a lot of rich people need different kinds of need. We all need one another. We all need God, and we all need the gospel message. It's interesting what you said about they ask you to stay. Because everybody wants to help, but not everybody wants to get involved.
Yeah.
But when you do get involved, you find out that not only are you giving, but you're receiving. It's a two-way street, and you end up receiving more than you give a lot of times. That's the way love works.
That is the law. That's just the way it works. I like that. So people want to contact you and get involved or come by and have a chat?
Oh, sure. You can call me anytime or send me an email. You've got my...
What's your email?
It's basically what it is. It's Father David at St. Andrews Father David St. Andrews at gmail.com. But Father is abbreviated FR. St. Andrews is STA. No capitals, no periods. So it's FR David STA at gmail.com. And my cell phone is 754-0124.
And if they can't figure that out or remember it, they can call Anna or Sharon over at the Lancaster Chamber office and say,
Oh, yes.
what's Father David's contact information? So you've come to the breakfast. I think I've seen you at the lunches also.
I've been at one luncheon so far. I'm kind of new to the area. I just
Yep.
moved here in May.
Well, welcome to the Antelope Valley.
Thank you.
What do you think about this place?
Well, I like it very much. I moved from the San Joaquin Valley, which has about the same kind of temperatures. We're a little drier here, and the air is a lot cleaner. So I'm very happy to be here.
It's amazing.
But mostly for St. Andrews, but to be in the area itself, I really like it.
Some people, I think no matter where they end up, they're allergic to something, or there's something in the air, or something's blooming, or the dust is blowing, or
Yeah.
Life is tough. There are a lot of burdens of the flesh, huh?
Yes.
I'm glad you like the Antelope Valley. I appreciate you being here. You make a difference.
Well, thank you.
And thank you for joining the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce.
Well, I'm pleased to be a member.
Anything I didn't ask you?
Well, this lady over here is our musical director. She has a beautiful voice, very talented in arranging and putting things together. And we have, for a small church, we have an amazing amount of very talented singers. So one of the things you'll find when you come is some very good singing. And I hope you come and join in that singing, because we can always use some voices, even those that aren't quite as talented. I sing a little quieter most of the time, but if you like good music, we've got it.
And on April 17th, we're having a special open
Thank
house.
Thank you.
You want to tell them about that, Father?
Yeah, we're having sort of a special service on the 17th of April, sort of welcoming the community since we're in this new location. And we're going to have special music, some festive, we're going to have free lunch, and just going to have a lot of fun. And we're going to have sort of a ministry fair and display some of the different things we do. And we hope that people will come and just find out what we're all about. And if nothing else, make some new friends. And maybe some will become part of our congregation.
April 17th.
April 17th, 10 o'clock,
Perfect.
as all our Sunday services are.
St. Andrews in the Desert, Father David Brown. Thank you.
Thank you.